Hello and welcome back to another Hogwarts Legacy video. This is the part 2 of our playthrough, and last time we did the intro. We got our placed in our house. As you can see, we're in Slytherin on this one, and yeah, and I think we've got to go and meet our fellow students in the Slytherin common room, so let's get on with that. Yep, find your common room. So this way, I'm guessing. God, the Slytherin one's so different to the rest. I've only seen the Hufflepuff and the Gryffindor one.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
But this one looks a lot different. Okay, I'll go speak to this dude. Sebastian Sallow.
Can I help you?
Oh, he's coming.
You're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
Indeed. And how did you escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
Should we ask him more questions? Yeah, let's ask him what he was reading.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
What do you mean? He wants to go to the forbidden section, doesn't he?
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Cool. I'm guessing that'll be a later quest then. Right, let's go meet the rest of the Slytherin folk.
Might want to think that again.
Melda Rees, or Rise, whatever that is.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you. You should have listened to me.
Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years.
I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away.
My skills on a broom are legendary.
I wish you had been there. We had it handled. We had it handled.
We handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly.
Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying.
I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could.
Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Bear with. Sorry about that, I had to sort something out quick. Right, you seem to know a lot about wizard chess. Do you fly a lot? Let's ask her about the wizard chess.
Chess fan. You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Much of a brag. Do you fly a lot?
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Farewell then.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Who next? Oh, it's the blind guy.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I do like to make an entrance.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Do you suspect you'd be in Slytherin? Yeah.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Do mermaids often appear outside the common room?
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Well, I think that's
Is
everyone.
the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Okay, I'm coming. So there's the stairs, but where's Professor Weasley? Is she invisible? Oh, now we'll go upstairs. Why'd you make me walk up all these stairs?
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Interesting.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we
This
shall put
cat.
it to the test. This
She
way.
always acts up while I'm recording.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
On the statue.
Revelio.
This statue depicts the Kelpie, a shape-shifting water demon native to Ireland and Great Britain, which usually takes the form of a long manned horse. The largest Kelpie ever reported is the Loch. Okay, I get it now. Is the Loch Ness monster in Scotland? Wait, that's a magic thing. You just unlock a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appear here. Okay. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or XP. Open field guide. This is your wizarding level XP earned from challenges. Increased your level and power. Increases your level and power. Your field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenges menu to continue. Each challenge has tiers. Special rewards unlock at each tier you complete, from appearances to critical upgrades. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you have unlocked. Cool. Where we go now?
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Whoa. Oh, she walks really slow. Can't we walk a little bit faster? Well, it is awesome we get to finally experience Hogwarts.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay. So, yeah, Hogwarts is divided into two main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live, and includes the House Common Rooms and the Great Hall. So that's me. Select the Great Hall. That's the grand staircase. That's the only one I can select. Select the grand staircase. Okay, it's saying grand staircase. Doi. In this view you can see the flue flames available in that region. Green flue flames represent flames you have discovered, including your own house common room. Grey flue flames reveal the location of undiscovered flames. Cool. Professor Weasley has unlocked the Central Hall flue flames for you. Use right stick to rotate the map and fast travel to the Central Hall flue flames with square.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Fair enough.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Do we want to learn more? Nah, let's leave it there. Thanks,
Thank
Professor.
you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm afraid there isn't.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor?
You probably
Fig,
hear
to
my
explain
neighbour
the details of the field guides
hammering.
map?
Sorry about that.
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okay. Should we talk to Professor Fig?
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Now my neighbour's playing music. Sorry about that, guys. They really think of the most awkward times.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guides map?
Oh my god.
Unfold it
Really?
and have a look.
Right, I'm gonna stop the recording there for a while because they're gonna keep drilling. I'll continue after a bit later once I've stopped. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, he's still decorating, but I've adjusted a lot of settings to try and reduce the background noise, so you may still hear bits and pieces, so I apologise for that, but it's going to be a lot better than it was. So let's do what Professor Fig told us to do. So let's open the map. This here represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features and grant XP. Some quests are locked by spell and /or level requirements. In these cases, you will need to be required level. You need to be the required level and /or the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professor assignments or as quest rewards. Right, track a quest with what's this one? Defense against the Dark Arts. Let's do that first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Let's go to class, shall we? It's typical though, every time I want to record, the neighbours decide to start drilling or hammering or sawing. And then the cat plays up, and it's like, why can't I just have a quiet area to play my games and record my videos?
Can't catch Peeves!
Oh, Peeves. Where'd Peeves go?
How many times must I tell you? We are a cannon family.
So attend. I don't know, I'm not even following the dots, sorry guys, I was sort of just
If I
wondering.
find one more of them mementos on your wall, you'll be on the first train home to
Go this way. Oh, there's Fig. Hi, Fig. Oh, got a new flea powder. Alright, down these steps. Yes, I remember now from when I played it before. Ignore me.
What are you up to now?
Let begin.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast
Okay, he
each
got
other
louder.
to pieces in your own
It's
time.
like he's trying to disturb
I
me.
get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
She's a bit big-headed, isn't she?
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okay, let's go. Got Levioso.
Levioso.
It's Levioso, not Leviosa.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
He's blind. You moved the tank away from him.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember,
Okay.
a surprised opponent. Good. Now, well done.
This is fun.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
Rigor! Levioso!
If only all my students were this adept. Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you,
Yay.
Professor Heckard. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
There's that
If what
bullying
I've
again.
seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Cool, more work, yay.
All right, that's enough spectacle for one day.
Let's speak
Nice
to
work.
Sebastian.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I was never used to my wand in combat. It was never used my wand in combat. What should I be honest? Let's be honest.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling
Like
club
Harry Potter did.
or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look
It's
for
skill,
Luke
mate.
and
It's
Brattleby
skill.
near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
Yeah, I'll go eventually.
Till next time.
Right, where are we heading now? Go to Charms class. Okay. Alright, so Charms class. Oh, for God's sake. Sorry about the drilling, guys. I really am.
You made your point!
There's ghosts are chasing each other. Here's
Professor
Charms
Ronan
class.
tends to go on a bit.
Let's do it.
We'll have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Oh god, now that tapping you can hear is actually my
Here.
heating coming on.
Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to
He's
page
full of so much energy.
517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, You all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic charm? Well,
Oh my god.
it seems that we are in
Drilling.
dire need
It's
of
unnecessary.
review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Okay, let's do this. Accio.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was
I'm really
thinking
sorry, guys.
that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
So can you hear that? It's...
I've always found that fun goes
I'm
hand in
getting fed
hand
up
with
with it, to
mastery,
be honest.
as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our
my
newest
God.
student start us off? Eh?
It's the way he drills as well. He's not doing it properly. I know he's not. Anyway, let's actually focus on
Very
the game,
simply,
shall we?
cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the... Splendid! Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you.
No.
That's it!
No, I don't like
Happens to the best of us. Excellent.
Well, it won't let me let
Not
go.
to worry. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Stop drilling.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp.
Ooh, he's a show off.
There we go.
Accio.
I can do it too, though.
Splendid!
Let us see this.
Oh, she's really showing off today. Oh, come on, get on the 50.
Quite
Does that count?
impressive. Here we go.
Oh, I'm halfway between the two. And of course she gets all 50.
Phew.
Show off.
Accio.
Oh,
Don't lose your composure.
it wasn't letting me let go. I just don't know what I was doing. Yeah, of course she won.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
No, I don't want to. Okay.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Okay. Of course, she still gets 50.
There we go.
That arrogant strut she just did.
Accio.
I let go too soon. I was worried about hitting that. So.
Watch this.
At least she didn't get 50 that time.
Yes!
I got a 0 because that box knocked it off anyway. That's annoying.
That's it.
Here we go.
Now you're gonna be it now. No matter what she gets. And of course she gets the 30. Right, what? She's got 50. Of course. She's won again.
Accio.
Bloody box.
Stay focused.
I'm trying, man. I've got neighbours drilling as well. That's what's putting me off. Yeah, I blame it on the neighbours.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Well, there's
Class is
Charms
dismissed.
class.
Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
I'm glad you understand.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Yeah. I'm not going to ask her all these questions. I know most of the answers to them anyway, and she will tell you throughout the story. So I'm just going to go and
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Yep, let's go speak to Professor Ronan.
Of course, you can use
A word,
Accio
if you would.
if
You
you're
wanted
so
to speak
inclined.
with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am
Yay,
preparing
more
for you.
work. More work, yay. Right, I'm going to leave it there this time, guys. Sorry about all the noise in the background. I'll try and think of... I'll try and plan my recording a bit better next time. The neighbours they're decorating at the moment and it's just constant, you know. So yeah, sorry about that, and hope you enjoyed this despite all the interruptions, and we will see you in the next video.